Today we're going to be doing a video on how to properly wrap your hands. Most of you guys out there, you know, if you're fighters, boxing or MMA, it's always good to protect your hands. Make sure you're wrapping them before you do any type of bag work, pad work, any sparring especially. And if you're just a trainer working with a client, you know, and if you're going to do something with mitts, you always want to protect your client's hands, especially someone who's, you know, deconditioned and never thrown a punch in their life. You want to make sure they're very well protected. So we're going to do a video today on just how to wrap it. Now, what I use are these wraps. You know, they're made out of cloth. You can wash them. They're reusable. You can get them anywhere, like at a Model, Sports Authority, or you can go online to any, you know, any website that would sell boxing equipment or anything like that. I really like these. Now they also have the ones that are pre-made, where all you're gonna do is they're like a glove. You just slip your hand in, and you know those are fine as well. But these are a lot more. These are a lot less expensive. So what you want to do is first, what you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to fold it. Now, you want it to look like this before you start wrapping your hands, basically. So what you do to get it like this, you take it from the Velcro side and you fold it and you start rolling it up. And you want it so that while you're rolling it up, the Velcro's on top. You don't want it with the Velcro on the bottom. All right? And you'll see why at the end of the video. But you want it like this. You're just going to roll it up like this. Until you get it like this. Alright, now once you get it like this, what I like to do is, you know, whenever I wash mine, I have a lot. So I'll roll them all up and I'll take the little loop for your thumb and I'll just put it around the wrap like this. And they'll pretty much just stay like this, so they're easy to store like that. You know, you can throw them in your bag, they won't come untangled, and they'll be ready to go. Now what you want to do to get started, once you got this, what you're going to do is you're going to take the little loop that's for your thumb, and you're going to put it through your thumb, obviously. And you're going to go around your wrist twice. Now, when you go around your wrist, the first thing you need to do is very important to start it the right way. The side that has the stitching, where underneath it looks ugly, you want to put that on the bottom. The ugly stitching always goes on bottom, so that it looks nice on top, nice and smooth on top, right? And that's also very important. You'll see why at the end. The best way to do it is, if you look at the wrap, it looks like this the whole time, where the big roll is underneath, not on top. If you do it like that, then the ugly stitching will be on top. And this, if you wrap your hands like this the whole time, it's going to be wrong in the end. So you always want to make sure that your wrap looks like this while you're wrapping, okay? So you start, take your hand, always make sure you leave your hands open like this. You don't want them closed at any moment, because if you wrap, you want to do it a little tight. So if your hands are like this, you're not going to be able to open them. They're going to cut off a little bit of the circulation to your hand. Alright, so you want to avoid that. So what you're going to do is you're going to start like this, keep your hand open at all times. You're going to wrap around your wrist twice. 1, 2. Alright, now when you're here, remember, keep your hands open. You're wrapping it the right way. The roll is on the bottom. After the second time, you're going to come under your wrist and you're going to go over your thumb. Like this. Underneath it, and then back around. On top, okay? Just like that. Now that's the first step. Once you get to here, you're going to come back under. You're going to go across your hand to your pinky side, by where your knuckles are, and then you're going to go under there 3 times. That's 1, 2, and 3. Notice I'm keeping my hands open the whole time. Alright, so once you get to here, you're going to come underneath, and if you see this little opening, I'm going to come underneath, I'm going to come back down across on my pinky side to my wrist, and I'm going to close that little opening with the wrap. So right now my hand is pretty much all wrapped, right, on the top. The bottom should stay like this the whole time. If you see this opening should be there when you're done as well, okay? So you go over, and if you notice, I went across the first time, and now that I'm coming back down, I'm going the opposite way, so I'm making like an X, which is what you want to do when you're wrapping your hands. You want to make that X constantly. So it went across here, now I'm going back the other way, and I made my X, covered my hand, and now I'm here again, okay? I'm under my wrist. Now what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to go in between each one of my fingers, but when you go in between this one, it's not the same as when you go in between here, and you'll see the difference. I'm going to come over, I'm going to go in between my fingers. Now I'm going to take the wrap and go under my hand towards my thumb side, okay? Come back over my knuckles once for a little protection, and then you come back across, and if you see, I made another X, right? Now when you go in between here, what you want to do is you come under your wrist again. You're going to come up, you're going to go in between, and instead of going to your thumb like you've been doing, going in this direction, you're going to go towards your pinky. Alright, and now from here on you're going to be going the opposite direction. So the whole time we've been wrapping our hands like this, now it's going to be the opposite way. Okay? So go under, one more time across the knuckle. If you see it sort of clump up like this, you just want to fix it, make sure it's flat. Okay? As flat as you can, right here. And you go always, every time you go over and in between your finger, when you go under, you come across the knuckles once. Okay, just like that, come under. Now we're going to go across to make our X. Okay, go back under the wrist, we finish off the last space that we have. Come here, back towards the pinky, because now this is the direction we're going. Over the knuckles once. And when you get to this point, once you've gone in between all the spaces, you wrapped it twice in the beginning, you wrapped over here. Once you get to this point, you basically do whatever you need. Me personally, my knuckles are pretty big, and a lot of times if I don't wrap over my knuckles, you know, a little more than with the rest of this, it hurts when I throw punches, especially during sparring. So you know, if you're like me, you know, you wanted to take a lot of the wrap and just go back, you know, go over here. Other guys might like to go around their thumb one more time, maybe finish the rest off on the wrist. It just depends, but the important thing is to get to this point where you've gone in between all your fingers, make sure the rest of it is all correct, and then from here you just do whatever you like. So just to finish it, what I would do with maybe a client or one of my fighters, I'll go over the knuckles a few more times, come back down, across, go under, go over, do my thumb again, okay? Come under. Now I have a little bit more, so maybe I'll come up and do the knuckle one more time. But if you see, like I'm running out of space, so maybe it's not such a good idea, but I can probably squeeze it in. Just here, maybe not all the way around, but at least come under it, and now I'm here. Now remember in the beginning when I told you wanted to wrap it the right way, because at the end, if you kept it the right way the whole time, at the end the Velcro should be on top. So it just finishes off nice and easy. If you would have done it the other way, when you finished, the Velcro would be on the bottom, and then you got to do this like fold, unless you want to wrap your hands all over again. But you know, you could just fold the wrap like that, and then it would be fixed. You know, so just just avoid that altogether. Okay. I don't really like this, so I'm gonna just finish the rest on my wrist. Now, what you want to do when you get to about this much, it's probably just better to finish it on your wrist. What you want to do from here to finish it off, you're gonna make a fist. Okay, you make a fist, keep your hand really tight, and then you're going to wrap the rest around your wrist. Now you don't want to make it too tight to cut off circulation, but you want to make it tight enough. Keep that fist tight, close it off. Now remember in the beginning I said you should still have this space here. The top should look good like this. I went in between all my fingers, so you want to just maybe take your fingers and push them in here just to make sure you're good. What I like to do at the end, just to make it like I'm grabbing something, I'll take the rest of this wrap here and I'll kind of tuck it under like this, and it kind of makes something that I grab. I like to do that a lot. It just feels more comfortable when it's in the glove and when I'm shadow boxing and things like that. So you want to do this, and you have your open space. Make sure nice and tight. Make sure that it's not cutting off any circulation. It shouldn't hurt. It should just feel nice and comfortable. What a lot of guys might do, sometimes what I do even, I'll take like some tape, athletic tape, and you wrap it around your knuckle, maybe around your thumb once, and then around the wrist a few times. Make an X here and then wrap it, just for a little extra protection. But if you do just this, you should be fine. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that helped you out. Anybody out there who didn't know how to wrap their hands, please try it. Comment on the video. Let me know what you think. And like us on Facebook. Thanks for watching.